Good morning, everyone. How's everybody feeling? Great, great, great. It's so good to see everybody again. My name is LaShahn Taylor. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I am absolutely excited and delighted to be here with you today. We are going to have lots of fun and obtain some information, skills, and techniques that's going to alter our lives forever. Anybody excited about that? Yes, yes, I am too. So before we get started, I'd like to do, I know they call them icebreakers, but I like to call them room warmers because it just kind of warms up the atmosphere for me. I know you all know each other, but I'd like to get to know you a little better. So what I'd like you to do is take out your notepad and write down, say maybe 3 to 5 things about yourself that no one in the room knows. Something that no one in the room knows. We're going to do that quickly. And then I want you to pick a partner and share the information with each other. And then I'll have you introduce your partner. Okay, so everyone pick a partner, write down your 3 to 5 things, share them with each other, and then you will introduce your partner to the rest of the room. Okay, very good job. You guys did a great job. Now I feel like we are all family here. I've learned all types of information about everyone in the room. And what's interesting, I always find interesting, how many would say that that was an easy thing to do? It was an easy communication. Yes, everybody show of hands? Yes, that was easy. But how many of you, let me see, with a show of hands, have ever had communications that were a little bit more difficult, that caused more frustration than what we just experienced by learning more about each other? Anybody ever? Absolutely, we all have, haven't we? Yes, so today we're going to learn some skills and techniques that will help us diffuse those moments and make us master communicators. Because communication really is the key to how successful we would be in any facet of our lives. So let me start by defining communications. Anybody here know what the definition of communication is? Yes, Mike? Yes, that's very good. It is the way we talk. That is a good way to answer that. Anyone else have anything different on the definition of communication? Yes, Bruce? Yes, he says it is the way we share information. That is very, very precise. It is just that. It is the exchanging of information. The exchanging of communication, of information. So you don't even have to be a person to communicate, right? We communicate with computers and other apparatuses all the time. So it's not just humans that communicate. Animals communicate. Anytime there is an exchange of information, there is a communication. So what does style mean? We're talking about communication styles today. So what does it mean to have a style? Who can define style? Yes, Patricia. Oh, cool, that's good, very good. It is the way in which we do something. So communication is the exchange of information, and style is the manner or the way in which we do something. So when you put those together, your communication style is the way or the manner in which you exchange information. So today we're going to learn what that is and why that is important, and how would that make us more effective. Now, yesterday you all took assessments, and those assessments helped us determine what your dominant communication style is. So in review, I'd like to go over what that assessment showed us yesterday. So I understand that some of you were direct. Let me see your hand if you were a direct communicator yesterday. Okay, I see your hand, Janice. Bruce is direct. Very good, thank you. And that simply means that you prefer to communicate with the bottom line information. You don't like a lot of fluff. You don't need a lot of details. You don't really care about how people feel about it. You just want to get to the bottom line. Those are our direct communicators. And some of you assessed to be more systematic in your communication styles. Let me see the hands of the systematics. Okay, I see you. Charlotte is systematic. Okay, Sam is systematic. And that simply means that you love the facts and the details. You like lots and lots of data, charts and graphs. The more information that you're fed in the communication, the more you like it, the better you feel, the more comfortable you are in that particular communication. Now, some of you came out as being spirited in your communication style. Let me see the spiriteds in the room. Of course, Janice is, and we all can kind of guess that Janice would be a spirited because she has so much personality and she's so bubbly when she talks, and that's very indicative of spirited communicators. They tend to be the party animals of the world. They just want to have fun. They don't care how it's going to get done. They don't care when it's due. They just want to make sure they have a lot of fun doing it. I want to share this little story. I have a friend who is very, very spirited. We were taking a trip from Atlanta to Florida. And so when I called her, I said, listen, Charlotte, I've been thinking about it. I think that we could do this trip to Florida on this date and this time. And she said, okay, that's good. So I started asking questions. Do you want to rent a car? Do you want to drive? Do you want me to find a hotel? How long are we going to stay? And her immediate response was, oh my God, LaShahn, you're going to take all the fun out of this trip. So that's an insight into the spirits. And then we have some considerates. I think we had 3 considerates. Taylor's considerate, okay. And then we had Fred as a considerate. All right. So we did have some considerates here. And those are the people that are more relationship oriented. They're really concerned with how everybody feels about what is going on. So those people are always aware of the effects of the communications it's going to have on the persons that they are communicating with. Now, before we move on, are there any questions on your styles or the assessment or anything that we've covered so far? Yes, Fred. Okay, that's pretty good. I like that. Let me repeat that question for him. His question was, why do I feel that being a good communicator is effective? Well, is there anyone else who'd like to try and challenge that? Take that challenge and answer that? Charlotte? Absolutely. Perfect. That was a perfect explanation. Being a good communicator is effective because when we communicate, we are exchanging information, and the only reason we communicate is because we want to be believable. We want the person to believe whatever information we are giving them. We need them to believe it, and we want to be able to believe the information that they're giving us. So when we are effective in exchanging what we're thinking or what we're feeling or what we're doing, whether it's in our family lives, in your personal, your professional life, whether it's in a restaurant with the waitress, it doesn't matter. In every facet, the more effective we are, the more success we have, and the more success we have, then the more confidence we have. And I could go on and on. So as we go through this process, we will see by the end of this training that communication is really the foundation to our level of success. So let me just kind of recap here. Any more questions? Did I answer your question, Fred? Okay. Any more questions? Yes, Joanne. Okay, and I'm going to repeat that question. Joanne asked, how would I know how to apply my style? And that's an excellent question. I like that because it's going to lead me right into our next level of training of information. So the way that you will know how to apply this is based on the style that you're dealing with. So after the break, we're going to learn the skills and techniques on how to deal with people who are different styles from ourselves. It's easy communicating with people just like us. But when we're dealing with people who are different from us, it can cause some conflict and make things more challenging. So we're going to learn some skills and techniques on how to deal with people who have different styles from us. And I also want to highly recommend a class that we offer to help you hone in and master communications on this level called Dealing with Difficult People. And in that course, you learn even more skills and techniques on how to deal with people that are difficult. We all know them. Some people who think they know it all, and there are people who have different, I mean, I could go on and on with the facets of difficulty we meet in people. So just consider that as a way to help you master communications. Now we're going to take a quick 10-minute break. When we come back, we're going to address Joanne's question on how we apply this so that we can become more effective communicators. In the meantime, you could just leave all your note papers and everything where it is, and I'll meet you back here in about 10 minutes.